each week I'm bringing along a different origami fold, and that's to hopefully give you a time to yourself to do something special that will make you smile. It will bring focus, and it's a really powerful tool to relax origami. So my name is Lizzie. I normally go and encourage patients and staff in hospital, UCH, to do origami as a beautiful way to lift mood, bring community, make people smile, find out what's impossible from folding paper. It is extraordinary. Last week I was bringing along, I've been finding little fossils actually, so I've been finding beautiful shells and ammonites, and I was asked by someone if I could show how to fold a dinosaur, T-Rex. I have to say, this morning I found a wonderfully intriguing stone. It's probably unlikely, to be fair, to be a tooth, but it's nice to imagine, isn't it? So I'm going to show you how to fold your own T-Rex. Now this was designed by Stephen O Hanlon, and he's designed loads of amazing dinosaurs, so do check out his blog and website too, but this is hopefully a really nice one. Interestingly, it's also based on the sort of what's called the bird base. So there's the classic fold is making the crane, and it sort of starts off a bit like that, and of course birds are the descendants of dinosaurs, so it's quite interesting that they're related. So I hope you're going to enjoy this. You could grab green paper. We truly don't know, do we, what colour dinosaurs are, but I'm going to show you from white as I'm doing. When it's bigger, I find it a little bit harder to stand up, so it tends to do the splits and fall over a bit easily. When I've made smaller ones, actually, it's tended to be a little bit more stable, so don't necessarily expect this to stand up, but you can always prop it up and it will look nice. So, special request, dinosaurs, we all love them, don't we? Probably quite glad that they're not around. Right, I'm going to grab a board. Please grab something that's nice to press on. I'm going to first of all show you how to make a square, and then we'll go through making a dinosaur. Here goes. Here we go. So if you take the corner, to make a square you simply bring it over, line it all up. You've seen my videos before, you'll see me doing this every time, but I'm keen to show you that you don't need any special paper. All you need could be a scrap piece of paper or a plain A4 piece of paper or letter. We're going to get rid of this rectangle, so turn it over, bring it back, keep it all lined up. I'm also hoping that these films give you something to focus on each week, a little bit of variety and a little bit of human company. I'm showing you a bit more than just the hand. You're seeing me as well, because I think this origami is all about connection. So I'm going to tear that there, do a good strong fold, and then we'll get going on how to make the dinosaur. Right, you've already got a diagonal fold, that's great. So if you do the other diagonal fold, there we go. Who knows, dinosaurs could have been white, probably not, but you'd imagine. Were they bright green? It seems unlikely, doesn't it? It's funny what we imagine things to be. Along with aliens and dinosaurs, they've got to be green. Why? So turn it to the other side. There's something fun about it, isn't there? And then we'll do a horizontal and a vertical. And if you pop it up one way, you'll find it's a triangle. Pop it up the other way and it's a square. Amazing what can be done just with these small number of lines, first of all. All about structure and shape, and each time I'm trying to remember a new fold, but they're usually based on other things that you're familiar with, so it does actually get easier with time. Right, so here I want you to simply push the bits together and to make a square. Now if you're finding it's making a triangle, it's because you've got it the other way up, so do make sure it's pushed together that way. If it was this way, it would pop into a triangle. You don't want that. So pop it so it makes a square. Our next step now is the end, which is all kind of open. I want you to take the side and fold it to the middle, and it's important you do it from that end that's all open there. Here we go. So usually it's easier to press down. With origami, be nice and accurate. And then from this side, do the same, so it matches. Again, I'm going to lay it down because that's always a little bit more relaxing as well. And I think when you're doing that fold, you're letting out a bit of pressure, but it's useful as well. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. So if you turn it over, so as I said, if you've ever made a crane or you're wanting to, you'll find that this is how it starts. So take the side and fold it into the middle. And to some extent, there's always that you're building upon the discoveries of others. And it's very kind of Stephen to be sharing his design. And it's only thanks to people being kind enough to do that that origami evolves. And there are more and more possibilities. Because of course, dinosaur isn't exactly going to be a traditional fold. I don't know what point people were realising about dinosaurs, but probably not hundreds of years ago. So this top, if you fold over, what we're going to do is make a line there. If you fold it down, and then also fold it back, it's just making a nice strong line, that's all. So our next step is we're opening it up. I always like to think of opening a present because it's a nice thing to think of. And if you take this top layer, pull it back, and what you'll need to do is slightly reshape the sides. It's always a little bit tricky. As I said, always origami, I think most of all, is about being patient and kind to yourself. So if you're patient and kind to you, we'll get there. You've got to be... There we go. Did you see? I reshaped it. So it should form that kind of shape. And again, make sure you really take your time and get that point just right. Trying to get that through there. That's it. So we turn to the back and we're going to do the same thing. So again, opening these flaps, taking the top one and pulling it back. And reshaping it so it all comes together. And as I said, just take your time, you will get there, it'll be fine. That's it. So hopefully it looks like this. And you've got almost one leggy end and one end that's not. So our next step is to fold over a leaf. Fold over a new page. That's it. So it looks like that. And then turn it over. And what we're going to do is this end, I'm going to fold into a straight line, but I'm only going to press up to that middle line. So I'm going to do a fold there, and I'll ending up doing the same thing on the other side. It's to give a particular structure. So you see, so it's like that, and it's on this end, which is above here, taking the side, folding in a straight line, but I'm only doing the fold up to that middle point. That's it. And then the same thing on this side too. So taking the side and folding into the middle. So this is great. I'm getting viewers making suggestions and I'm having to do things I haven't done before. Good attitude to learning. So you see, there was effectively, we've added a fold at this end. So now what you should be able to do is push it up like that and it forms a little spike. This will actually be its neck and head. Can you see? So next, we should be able to close it that way. Great. Be able to bring it up now actually. We'll see how much we can do in the air. So hopefully it looks like this. We can make first of all those little hands, the little arms at the front. So this will become the little arms. This will become legs and a tail, and this will become the head. So how to do it. So this little front bit, pushing down in the middle and squeezing so there's just a little tiny bit sticking out. Did you see? You can always, with the film, rewind. You can also change its speed so it's slow as well. So next we're going to do its head. So to do that, I am simply taking it and folding it so it ends up looking kind of like a head. Does that look? Can you see? And we want that fold to be really good and strong. So I've done it one way, and then if you do it back the other way as well. And that's really just to make the line very strong. Now you should be able to then open it up and push it down, and it naturally now goes in the right line, and then squeeze it. Can you see? That's it. Like so. Now the face is a little bit pointy at the moment, which would be fine if it's a bird, but it's a dinosaur, T-Rex. So we're going to take the end of this and then fold it like that. And again, it might be useful to fold it back the other way as well, just making basically a strong fold. And then you should be able to open it up and push it in, tuck it away, so it can't be seen on either side. So look, it's great. We've already got the head. We've got the front arms. Next, we're going to have to make the legs. So if you take a side and fold it down, I think at about this point, like so. So it's the tiniest bit of an angle, and there's definitely a good gap there. I think this is what's called another judgment fold. It's up to you quite how you do it. It looks like it's a dinosaur doing ballet, doesn't it? Nice pointy legs. So you need to do the same thing on the other side. So there's another flap here. Leave the other one sticking out, that's its tail. And if you fold that down to match it, like so. There we go. It's looking pretty good, isn't it? As I said, it looks like a T-Rex doing ballet. We need to give it some feet. So to do that, we're going to take the end and fold it sort of inwards and pointing backwards and keeping it flat. Obviously his feet do not go backwards, so in a moment we're going to change it to the other direction. And as I said, you may not find that it balances. I've only found that the little one for me balances, so you may then have a go at making smaller ones and seeing if that balances, but you can always prop it up. This point again, doing the same thing and folding inwards. So if I bring it here, all you're going to do now is match the other one. And doing it inwards, let me see. There we go. So it's looking sort of flat, but it's the wrong direction, isn't it? So our next step is to take it and then fold it back forward. And you've left a little tiny, can you see a little tiny fold in there? So I brought it back and then I brought it forwards. And I guess to keep it kind of flat, to at least give it the chance of standing up. But as I said, I've not found it. It stands so much. It tends to do the splits a bit as well, but it's very cool. And then the same to match this one. So again, leaving a little tuck and bending it forward. Like so. Oh, I can concentrate well for this. So I can get there, isn't it? There we go. Right, just one more step, and I guess actually this weight might help possibly, and also the shape, maybe. So here we could slightly soften it. Again, it doesn't matter if you don't get to this point, but at the front here you could slightly soften the body. So you can fold it in a little bit, just to give it a bit of a rounder belly. Goodness knows what it's eaten, all those other dinosaurs. Can you see? I slightly folded it in, and of course if you do it one side you want to match it to the other one, so it's no longer pointy. There we go. So that should be it, as I'm predicting. I doubt that this will stand up, but you never know. It's a very cool dinosaur, isn't it? Dinosaur. So my little one I found balanced a little bit better, and maybe you could make a little family of dinosaurs, decorate them, do them in different colours. Think about life a long time ago. Let's see if he's balanced. As I said, I doubt it, but so this one I found can just about sometimes, but it really is a balancing act. Oh, yay, that one balances. I don't think that this one will. You can see it's doing the split. Oh, you never know. So you can have a play around. Maybe blue tack might be an idea actually to get these standing up, but they're rather lovely, aren't they? So I hope you've enjoyed that. something fun for the week. That might be the 15th fold. I don't know. I'm losing count a bit. But thank you very much. Wishing you happy folding, and I hope that your dinosaur has worked. Thank you.